Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnana Timirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you Shitiji for hosting. Today is the anniversary of Shitiji and Prabhu. I don't remember the name, so I can please. Yeah. Thanks for hosting. And thanks everybody for coming and joining. How is life going on? Good?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes. How is life, Hemendra?
Good.
Good? Anything beyond good?
I hope.
What is good?
As you said, it's every day is new. So
Every day is new? Okay. Trying to be what?
trying to live.
Trying to live what?
Live newly. That's
Oh, live new life. Okay. Sure. Sahitya, how is life?
Okay.
Okay. Lights, please.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. No, this is good. For now, it's fine. नहीं, अभी बैठ जाओ. Yes. So, because it's an occasion, I thought we'll discuss Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Otherwise, we'll continue with our Gita studies. We have been studying 9th chapter Gita, wherein we had discussed a little bit about knowledge. What is knowledge? Right? How is the supreme knowledge defined? How is it practically experienced? And today we'll take a detour. We'll come back to Gita next week. We'll be discussing Śrīmad Bhāgavatam today. I thought we discuss from the prayers of Kunti Mahārāṇī. This is first canto Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, wherein Krishna is about to leave Hastinapur. He was there in Hastinapur for a long time until the battle was going on, and eventually he had to go back to Dwarka. So he is coming to board his chariot. That time Kunti becomes very emotional because Krishna is there for a long time. He has been a part of the family, and Krishna is about to leave. It's just very natural, right? Like we experience also in our lives, perhaps. You go somewhere, or somebody comes to your home. If everything is okay, right? Otherwise, perhaps they will not live long, right? And if somebody really close to you, you go and live there, or they have come to you and they're about to leave, at least I cry still, right? So I'm a very emotional person. I do cry. And it's a very natural feeling of separation that, you just feel like, oh, I'm going to separate now. And it's something which is very natural. You don't like, oh chalo abhi rona hai, ye plan karke to nahi hota hai na. So it just happens because it's just feeling of separation is very strong. In general, between people itself is so strong. Imagine somebody is having that with Krishna, it's so strong, and Kunti becomes very emotional. So she starts telling to Krishna. The first shloka she tells, Namasye purusham tvadyam ishwaram prakrteh param alaksyam sarva bhutanam antar bahir avasthitam. She's telling, Namasye purusham tvadyam, you're the Adi Purusha, the primeval entity in the entire creation. The words which she is choosing is no less than a great scholar. Right? Krishna is the Adi Purusha. He is the primeval entity in the whole creation. Brahma Samhita says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahmadev says, Ishwaraha Paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna is the Ishwaraha Paramaha, the supreme controller. Yeah. Riti also thinks she is also controller. She thinks she can control Shuchi Mataji, but she gets every time beaten down. She's like, no, I really want to control, but hota hi nahi hai. Right? Mataji will like, no, I will control. Right? So everybody has this feeling. Women there also wants to sometimes. Hota nahi hai. Harshit ka to bilkul nahi hota hai. Right? Hota hai kabhi bhi. Kabhi kabhi hota hai na. So, you share. But this feeling is there. I want to control. Yeah, Shriji rules. So everybody has this feeling, I want to control. But then there is a supreme controller. Our controllership is very limited. It's relative. Sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot. It's also very, the circle of influence is very small. You know? Kitna logon ko control kar sakte ho. So there is a difference between someone willingly coming and offering themselves to you and then telling that, no, I want to be controlled. Kids, what's going on? You're bored? Bove, you can go upstairs. There are enough kids there. You can go and play if you're bored. Okay? Okay. So when someone comes and willingly surrender their free will and want to serve, that's different versus someone who wants to control. And the counterintuitive thing in life is that person who is supremely controlling never wants to exercise that feeling. I want to control. But he's supremely controlling. He could if he want, but unko nahi chahiye. And those who are supposed to be serving willingly want to be controllers. Huh? Counterintuitive. It really doesn't make sense how this is. One who could be controlling fully because he is, Krishna is by his position, the supreme controller. Ishwara Paramaha Krishna. But he doesn't want to control. Unko acha lagta hai ki let there be love rather than controlling. We don't approach a God who just wants to control everything and then kisko acha lagta hai is tarah ka God? Normal aadmi acha lagta hai. If somebody is really controlling, we don't like it, right? Krishna ko bhi acha nahi lagta hai. But we want to be controller. We don't like others to be controlling, but we want to be controlling. Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. If somebody else is there who is controlling, we think, kyun itna kar rahe ho? Thoda to space do. But then, if we get that opportunity, we'll be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Yeah. So Krishna is not like that. He has the opportunity. He doesn't exercise. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha, eternal, full of consciousness, full of bliss. Vigraha has a form. Repeat, Riti.
Full of consciousness, bliss.
Full of bliss.
And eternal.
Right. Has a form. Vigraha. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Right? Vigraha means having a form. देखिए हो ना आप शायद सुने हो विग्रह deities को भी बोलते हैं विग्रह, right? Having a form. Anadir Adir Govinda. He is there is no Adi and no Antya. There is no beginning, no end. Govinda, who gives pleasure to senses and cows. Go can mean sense. Go can mean cows. So now Goswami, Tulsidas Goswami. क्या होता है Goswami? Is one who is the controller, one who is the master of the senses. Goswami. Govinda, one who is giving pleasure to everyone's senses, also to the cows. Sarva Karana Karanam is the ultimate reason, ultimate cause for all causes. Now that's Brahmaji saying. Brahma's whole existence is buddhi. He has so much of knowledge, so he can tell like this. Kunti Mahārāṇī is just a simple lady. She is telling in the same lines. Namasye Purusham tu Adyam. The supremely primeval object in the entirety of creation. Ishwaram Prakriteh Param, you are the controller. Prakriteh Param, you are beyond this Prakriti. Para. Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam, you have been, you are not obvious. Alakshya Sarva Bhutanam, for all the living entities, whoever they are. Antar Bahir Avasthitam, you are there inside also, outside. If Pujaji is inside, if I tell Pujaji is knocking on the door, a few of us will be, perhaps I should go out maybe, right? Is perhaps inside is not that safe anymore, right? Yeah. If you just imagine, you just see, now Pujaji outside also knocking on the door. How would you feel? Scared? That's it? Abhi Riti ko kya hoega abhi? Riti sees outside also Pujaji knocking on the door. How do you feel? Dreaming? So we can't really fathom this, right? We have no experience of how it can be. Simultaneously, one is existing inside, outside. Kunti is telling this because just then, Krishna had performed an amazing miracle, an extraordinary feat. Uttara was running, shouting, Krishna, please protect. Not myself, this embryo which is there in my womb. She had just taken full shelter of Krishna. Because Ashwathama, who was on the run, had released a Brahmastra to kill the last remaining seed of the Kuru dynasty in the womb of Uttara, who is Abhimanyu's wife. Abhimanyu had died. Before Abhimanyu had died, Uttara was already pregnant. Yeah. And then this embryo which was there, Ashwathama thought, anyway, I had already killed the 5 sons. All others are already killed in the battle. Right? The whole Dhritarashtra's sons, grandsons, everybody there, all were killed. There was no one remaining in that lineage. Now Pandu's sons, 5 Pandavas, they were existing. They could not be harmed. But then Ashwathama thought, anyway, they will die eventually. If I kill this one, the last remaining seed, this Kuru dynasty will be extinct. I don't want to see them grow anymore. So he released the Brahmastra to kill the embryo in the womb without hurting Uttara. It was a precise weapon. It was burning the child. And Uttara understood there is something going on. She immediately took shelter of Krishna. She doesn't tell, please protect me. She said, protect this baby. This baby has to be alive. Who is this? आज कुछ आज है कुछ okay it's okay leave. So somebody was supposed to join online class today. No, it's okay, it's fine. Oh, your brother was supposed to join, but anyway, we'll see next time. Uttara is really now in absolute anxiety. And Krishna who was there, is about to leave. He's there everywhere already. But as a person, he was about to leave from Dwaraka to Hastinapura to Dwaraka. Right? And then when Krishna understood that there is a necessity now, he is there outside. He didn't disappear from there. But then inside the womb of Uttara, he took the form of four-handed Vishnu and then is circumambulating so fast, putting off the fire of Brahmastra with his weapons in the hand. Krishna has a club and a chakra. These are the two weapons which Krishna has in the hand. And he has a lotus and a shankha, conch shell. These are the four things which are there in Krishna's hands in his four-armed form. Shankha, chakra, padma, gada. Right? So, with his weapons, he is protecting the baby. And then eventually the fire was put off. So everybody witnessed something was about to happen and Krishna has protected personally. Kunti saw that. She understood this Krishna is an amazing personality. He is there everywhere. He doesn't need to go. He doesn't need to disappear. He was there outside, but then he also appeared in the womb of Uttara to protect this baby. This baby eventually is born as Parikshit. His initial name was Vishnu Rata, someone who is protected by Vishnu. That was the name was given. But then he was doing Pariksha. We have discussed this before. So his name became Parikshit. अब बोलो उनको म्यूट कर दें. Okay, चलो, thank you. So now Kunti just witnessed this amazing miracle which just happened. Right? The final remaining seed of the entire Kuru dynasty has been protected by Krishna. So the emotions overflowed now. She wants to tell, like, such an amazing person you are, Krishna. She just wants to express her heart. So what she's telling? Namasye Purusham to Adyam, you are the primeval entity. Ishwaram, you are the supreme controller. Prakrite Param, you are beyond the Prakriti which is there, which we see. Alakshyam Sarvabhutanam, your people in general, living in it in general, don't recognize you. Antar Bahir Avasthitam, you are inside and outside, everywhere simultaneously. Now to understand this fact, you need to understand, to begin with, first we need to understand that our buddhi has a limitation. We can't really process this, how exactly Krishna does this. And he is there everywhere simultaneously. And also is having a personal form. Right? क्या हो गया? अच्छा. It's okay, chalo, it's fine, no problem. So we need to really understand this first, that I don't have the buddhi, I don't have the capability to process simultaneous existence of multiple realities. Yeah. Krishna can be there in the form, he is also there everywhere. And from everywhere he can also appear. How is this possible? It's beyond. You can't really understand. Brahmaji could not understand, so how can we understand? There's just no way. And then she tells, Maya Javanika Channam Ajna Dhokshajam Avyayam Na Lakshase Mudhadrisha Nato Natyadharo Yatha. You are people who are having no knowledge can never ever understand with their own senses. Right? So modern science is trying to somehow or the other come to this one answer. Exactly what's going on everywhere. What is the root cause of it? But then is a process which is basically trying to somehow figure out infinite with the existence of finite, which will never ever work out. Yeah. When we are finite, when our senses are finite and limited, how is it possible that we understand the infinite? By default is not a possibility. It's just never going to work out. Right? So Krishna's name is Adhokshaja, Adhaha Akshajaha. Aksha, Adha, Supreme. He is beyond. He just no way. With our own senses, Aksha is of course eyes, but with our senses, put all of them together, there is just no way you can understand the whole thing. Na lakshya mudha drishya nato natya dharo yatha. If someone is an expert actor, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Leela, there is a story wherein he once acted as Rukmini. And nobody in the audience figured out this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu acting. Mahaprabhu was in drama in India sometimes. Now with the movies, we actually have a female character. Right? Previously it was not like that. Right? So the men would act as women also. Right? I don't know. आप कभी देखे हो हर्षित?
Today,
Okay.
Rasilas from Vrindavan, same.
Yeah, but
Men act like.
yeah, but it's not general, right? Abhi movie, theater also, you have actual female characters. Previously,
there is a show where all the boys act as girls.
yeah. So when so in the past, this is 500 years ago. So there is a drama going on. Rukmini Vivah, right? Rukmini is a kidnapping episode from Krishna. It was not a kidnap. It was a predefined match fix. Ho gaya tha already. Rukmini just jumped onto the Hey Ranga, Hare Krishna. Rukmini herself had planned the whole thing. I am going to get married to Shishupal on this day. I really don't want it. Please, you come, Krishna. Come on this specific day, in this specific place. I'll be going to worship Mother Katyayini. I'm going to worship her. And just, when I come out of it, there will be no soldiers there. If your chariot is there, I'll make sure I'll jump. So your only task is that you be there. When I come out, you be there. It's an extraordinary episode. We should do it sometimes. I don't know when. We'll do it sometime. My favorite. Second favorite. First favorite, we are going to do it in the retreat next week, which Harshit will come also. Yeah. Yes. So, this is an amazing episode where Rukmini, basically she planned the whole thing to perfection. When she came out of the Durga Mandir, all the kings who were there, they all knew that she is going to get married to Shishupal. But then, nobody had seen Rukmini before. This goddess of fortune, Mother Lakshmi herself. And then she was so anxious. She was like, oh, there's like so many people. Where is Krishna? So to see Krishna in the Bhagavatam is so descriptive. She puts her hair a little bit like this. Then everyone, for the first time, they saw Rukmini's eyes. And people just fainted. They fell down from chariots, from elephant, from horses. People were sitting on this, there were different Akshohini Sainyas who had come for the wedding ceremony. Imagine you have a marriage ceremony. Yeah. Donald Trump comes with the army. Yeah. The Major General of Pakistan comes with an army. Major General of Iraq, Iran, everybody comes with an army for a wedding ceremony. Imagine how the wedding ceremony would look like. Right? That's how it was, because all the Shishupal and his friends, basically, everybody came with an Akshohini Sainya for a wedding. Because they knew Krishna is going to come, kuch to karna hai. At least we put on a fight. Right? They knew. So Krishna anyway came, everybody fell down when they saw Rukmini. And Krishna just rushed in, kidnapped Rukmini and went away. Right? And anyway it happened. Bhuvi, no banging of the doors. Either inside or outside. Okay?
Inside or outside?
So this episode Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enacted, and nobody in the audience, even they are like mesmerized. Who is this person? We have never seen this person. Who is this? Maybe Rukmini herself has come to enact. They were lost, mesmerized totally. And then they realized, oh wow, at the end they're like, oh, this was our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was acting. So, Na lakshya mudha drishya nato natya dharo yatha. If on a theater, if someone wants to really make up in a way that, yeah, this is a different personality, they do that. So Kunti is saying that this is how it is. You come, nobody is recognizing you. Na lakshya mudha drishya. Drishti is mudha. Vision is mudha. Mudha means
Nine.
नहीं नहीं
Stupid.
stupid
Stupid.
bad तो नहीं है. हाँ. Mudha means in simplest terms donkey. Yeah, it's the simplest term. Na lakshya se mudha drisha. Now Shastras use this word freely. Yeah, very free. It's up to us, where we want to fit in. Krishna also uses the word avajananti ma mudha manushim tanumashritaha. People who are mudha, avajananti, they don't understand me because I come in a human form. Manushim tanumashrita. I come in a human form. People, they think I'm just one more person. Shankaracharya tells, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Mudha mate. Oh, amazingly donkey person. Please take shelter of Krishna. Bhaja doesn't mean bed ki bhajan karte raho. No. Bhaja means to take shelter, to serve, to offer ourselves. Right? So, to be Krishna conscious basically. Avajananti ma mudha. Here Kunti Mahārāṇī is telling, na lakshya se mudha drisha. If you start analyzing what exactly is going on in a donkey is basically, donkey thinks for itself that it's very intelligent. That's the problem. If donkey would understand that, oh, I don't have brain, there would be no problem. But donkey thinks I have so much of brain. Just like us. Right? If I would understand I don't have much brain, there would be no problem. चलो मैं कुछ इतना जानता नहीं हूँ, तो चलो भागवत गीता से जो थोड़ा तो ज्ञान मिल रहा है, तो I'll take it. Right? But no, I think I know so much. So that's the position of a donkey. And donkey thinks I take one more step, I get the carrot. You know this, right? The story wherein a person, usually donkeys are used for carrying heavy loads. Right? Heavy loads. Once there was a person a donkey person, who was there in a house, a household donkey, and this guy was working so much. इतना ज़्यादा काम करता था वो. So his friend came once to meet. वो free donkey था. Yeah, he was from the forest. So that friend came to meet. And then when he saw this guy working so much, he asked, क्या यार, इतना काम क्यों करता है? चल मेरे साथ चल. Forest में इतना है. We can just be free. So two donkeys are there. Yeah. But the household donkey said, no, I won't come. You don't understand what is there in it for me. Long-term investment. Yeah. Something really high stake. I am planning a long-term vision. तू क्या है? तू जा enjoy कर वहाँ पर forest में. I am planning a long-term. You don't understand what is there in it for me for long-term. तो वो घबरा गया वो forest में क्या? What am I losing out, right? Yeah, so what is there in for you? This donkey told, I have heard the owner saying to the daughter that if she doesn't improve, he will get the daughter married to me. Yeah. So I'm just waiting because she's not improving much. I'm just waiting. चाहिए मिलने वाला है. तू जा. Yeah. So, see, donkey can think. Of course, it's a story, but the donkey can think. Right? It does so much of work for what? To get some, piece of food. Donkey thinks that, it can easily go away. It never goes. So much of work. So, usually donkeys are compared for mudha because there is so much of heavy burden for nothing. That's what we all take also in our lives. So much of ugra karma, Shastra tells. Ugra karma. Itna nahi chahiye life ke liye. But then we do anyways. There is karma, ugra karma. Unnecessary burden, too much. The stress mein rehna hai always. For what? What is the gain? Nothing. We are also thinking one day I'll get something big, reward, long term investment का जो plan है ना, इतना ज़्यादा मिलने वाला है मुझे. Just keep running behind just to achieve something. There's a story of carrot also, right? The carrot which is stuck on the donkey is hanging. Donkey को लगता है one more step, I'm there. Just one more step I take, I get the carrot. Because it's donkey, cannot really understand वो मेरे ऊपर ही अटक गया है. Like I take a step, carrot also takes a step, right? Imagine this is how we live. One more thing. Yes, women, that just प्रभु ये होने दो बस. एक ये चीज होने दो, इसके बाद में पूरा भक्ति भक्ति इतना इतना सेवा करेंगे प्रभु, इतना ज्यादा आप सोच भी नहीं सकते हो, इतना कर लूंगा मैं, बस ये एक चीज होने दो. राइट? नहीं लाइफ इतना बड़ा है प्रभु, क्यों अभी क्यों करना है, अभी थोड़ा पूरा करने दो ना मुझे. या लेट मी जस्ट हैव. इवेंचुअली व्हेन यू बिकम 60-70 और क्या रहेगा लाइफ में, यही करेंगे ना. तो दैट इज द मेंटालिटी ऑफ अ मूढ़ा. दिस इज स्पेसिफिकली व्हाट मूढ़ा इज. न लक्ष्य से मूढ़ दृश्य. वी नेवर सी कृष्ण. हमें चाहिए नहीं. If you want, then we can see. Prahlad as a 5-year kid could see. 5-year kid could see. Yes, I made it right. So we are now whatever. I'm 39 now. आप कितने हो? 38. 52. You all can count yourselves. But no effort. कि करना क्या है? शंकराचार्य tells बाल स्थावत क्रीड़ा सकता है. जब बचपन पे थे, ओनली आसक्ति विच इज देयर इज इन क्रीड़ा. तरुण स्थावत तरुणी सकता. यूथफुल ओनली थिंग विच इज देयर कौन है? पार्टनर. वृद्ध स्थावत चिंता सकता. एज ओल्ड हो गया थोड़ा, 60, 70, 80 हो गया, ओनली थिंग विच इज देयर चिंता. आसक्ति इज इन चिंता. कैसे मैं सोचूं stressed out हो जाओ. What is that topic I should think so that I get stressed out? Right? That's how people live. And Shankaracharya tells, where is the time for Parabrahma? When is it? आसक्ति ही नहीं है. No matter which cross section of life you take, the same problem. आसक्ति is there in different things. Never in focusing on spirituality. Right? That's the definition of moodha. Shankaracharya uses this word quite, and if you read Bhajagovindam prayers, multiple times. Anyways, so what we need to really understand is that this life which is going on right now is really good, but it won't be like this forever. You should really understand this. You need a bit of brain substance to understand that things change. It's not going to be like this forever. I don't want to be pessimistic also. We can make this life beautiful by being Krishna conscious. It just adds value. Only adds value. Life can become very beautiful by being Krishna conscious. We are not telling that, चलो आप सब अच्छे से जी रहे हो, अभी आके कुछ, let's stop eating. Why are you eating? No need to eat. Just eat like once in 5 days. That's not what we're telling. Let's just make the life beautiful. Let's just make it meaningful. Because a beautiful life is not just about accumulating. Right? I need not be just thinking about कैसे मैं मेरा लाइफ को और नेक्स्ट लेवल सुपीरियर लेके जाऊं और sophistication लेके आओ. It's not just about that. I need to really sit down and think, what is that which is really missing right now in life, which is focusing on spirituality, which is really missing. Whole life I have already spent. I have come to a position now wherein I can now think something beyond. Rather than making more plans for more sophisticated life, why not to take a pause and see Just take a good, how they do in year-end calculation, CA does. What do you do?
Balance sheet.
Balance sheet, right?
Accounting.
Yeah, just make a good balance sheet of life until now, then see, okay, if there is something missing, it must be spirituality. Everything else has been, Bhagwan de diya already. Right? In majority of the cases. For young kids, then of course they need to live their lives, but for most of us. Then Kunti says, तथा परमहंसानां मुनीनां अमलात्मनां bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyamahe striyah. She puts herself in an absolute humble position. She tells that the kind of things to know about you is even difficult for people who are paramahamsas, really spiritually enlivened people. Muninam, those who have developed their own theories about spirituality. Muni means a person who has his own vision. Ek to unko realization aa gaya, this is what it's transcendence. That person is a Muni. And he has his own version of the absolute truth. That is a Muni. Narada Muni. Right? He knows this is how it is. Amalatmanam, somebody who is really pure, having no impurity in the heart. This kind of knowledge, she tells, is for those people who are transcendental, having no impurity in the heart, having seen the truth, they have established their own realization. Katham pashyamahi striyah, I'm just a simple lady. How will I see all these things, Krishna? But then what she's telling is beyond any so-called scholars. It's beyond anyone's realization, because she has seen also in her own way, even though she is a lady, a simple lady who suffered so much in life, but she had one exemplary character. Every time, and she tells that eventually, she suffered so much. Kunti's life was filled with suffering. She got a baby without her desire. Push the door. Is it pushed? Yes, good. Thank you. She didn't want it. Durvasa came, gave her a boon. Bachchi thi. She just wanted to just playfully see, oh, I got something. I want to see how this works. Just like, go and give something to a kid. Rip it apart right away. Right? Oh, kya hai andar? Right? So that's what Kunti was. She got a benediction from Durvasa. Like, oh, I want to see how this is. So she just happened to see Surya from the window. And then the mantra just came to her mind. Chalo, ye recite kar lunga abhi. Dekhte kya hoega. And Surya comes. Tells, I need to give you a son now. You need to take it. Kunti was like, oh, I don't want it. I don't know. I don't want it. So he said, no, you have to take. वो देख के चले गए. A girl, not even married, she got a baby. She had to let it go. It was too much for her, but she let it go. Because society was not like how it is. Right? Nobody would understand कि हो क्या रहा है. Eventually she got married, and her husband got cursed from a sage that he can never ever have physical union with the wife. So Pandu got so frustrated कि life का क्या meaning है, चले जाता है forest. Kunti and Madhuri also went. Right? The forest, all the sages come and they told Pandu को मालूम ही नहीं था. Sages told to Pandu that your wife has a special benediction. Through her, you can get children. Because Pandu was really sad. So the sages told Pandu that you can request your wife. She can invoke devatas and get children. So Pandu convinced Kunti, please invoke devatas. Yeah. Kunti never wanted it. Then Pandu kept pestering. Then he also got other sages to come and convince Kunti. So eventually, chalo Kunti kar let. So she invoked Yamadharmaraj, got Yudhishthir, invoked Vayu, got Bhima, invoked Indra and got Arjuna. And then Madri also became interested, and I also wanted. So she taught to Madri, and Madri invoked Ashwini Devatas and got Nakul and Sahadev. But then, right after that, Pandu somehow, with the will of Providence, one day got attracted to Madri, and somehow he wanted to unite, and he died straight. And then the custom that time was that along with the husband, wife would enter fire. So Kunti wanted to enter fire. Gauri, can you do me a favor? Tell to the kids to go upstairs. They're not supposed to be shouting here. So Kunti and Madri both wanted to die. And sages came to the situation because they were like, no, you both can't die. The children are small. But they both wanted to just jump into the fire. Sati, and they would do that. Eventually it was misunderstood and misinterpreted and misfollowed. But that time the situation was that for the wife to live without the husband, the fire of separation would be much more than the actual fire. So they would be like, okay, I'll just go with the husband. And they would travel together. So the sages tell, no, you both can't die. And then they both started arguing, Kunti and Madri. I will go. And the sages intervened again. And they told, no, let Madri go. Because her feeling is much more. Because she thinks that she is the cause for Pandu to die. So Madri entered fire. Now Kunti didn't enter fire. Madri sacrificed her life. Kunti lived a life of sacrifice. Sacrificing life is simple. Living a life of sacrifice is hard. She had to be with the 5 kids, so small. She went back to Hastinapur, suffered so much. Imagine you're living in a person's house, and you know that they want to kill you. You know. How is that feeling? You're living in a person's house, and you know another person wants to kill you and your children. How is that feeling? This was the life Kunti lived until this point. She never had peace. She never knew what is the other party going to do. She was helpless. She has extraordinary children, extraordinary. There was never a situation wherein she is just peaceful. Something or the other going on, always. Right? They were sent to a retreat area. Kunti must have thought, okay, finally there is something. But then she got the news, no, this is a house of wax. You all will be burnt. Right? Imagine what kind of feeling a mother would, think like a mother. Imagine this is how you need to undergo. And for us to really have even 1% or even 0.5%, 0.0001% of the effect of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, we need to be able to put ourselves in these shoes and really think, ho kya raha hai? If this is how it would go on in my life, how would I react? Right? You would start blaming Krishna straight away. He kar kya rahe ho Bhagavan? Main itna aapko bhakti karta hu, itna zyada karta hu. What are you doing with me? Not once she questioned Krishna. Why are you doing this to me, Krishna? Not once. This is a time she is now getting to offer Krishna some heartfelt prayers, and look at the quality of this. She is not complaining to Krishna that, क्या कर लिया भगवान, मैं तो आपका भक्ता. Never. Eventually she tells Krishna, you have given me all these struggles. It's okay. Let them come again. Because every time I get a struggle, I remember you and you are there. Whenever I get a struggle, you are there. And remembering you means I will never ever have to go through this suffering again. So give me more sufferings, no problem. Because I know every time I get suffering, you are there, Krishna. Why should I worry? I don't worry. You are there. Physically, you come, you help us. So let me get. Then she tells, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribhir Edamada Madah Pumar. A person who is having high birth, Aishwarya, a great scholarly, Feral, Samaya, go and tell them to go upstairs. What's the time, by the way? 8:30. Good. We'll end soon. Okay. What was I telling? Yeah, high birth, riches, extreme knowledge, beauty. If someone has these things, Kunti tells, it's really these things can make a person proud. Madh can make a person really filled up with, I am such a big person. Tvam akiñcana gocharam. Krishna, you are gochara, you will be seen by person who is akiñcana. Tvam akiñcana gocharam. Then she tells, Namo akiñcana vittaya. You are the property of a person who is akiñcana. Akiñcana in normal terms is somebody who doesn't have kinchana. Kinchana means money. Akiñcana is usually used for beggars. Someone who doesn't have anything, who begs, is akiñcana. But then Kunti is not telling that all the beggars are great personalities. Akiñcana contextually means someone who may be having whatever, never feels that I am the one who is possessing all these things. Never feels entitled for anything.
Fakir. Like fakir.
No. You may be anything, you may be having whatever, but you never feel entitled.
Attached.
Never feel entitled. Keep, I am deserving this. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like Yudhishthir Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Kulshekar Maharaj, so many of the past kings, Janak Maharaj. These were having the whole earth to rule. But they never felt that I own all these things. I am the one who is really the king. They would feel in their hearts, I'm just Krishna's servant. मेरा खुद का कुछ नहीं है. I'm just serving Krishna. Yudhishthira had the entire earth. Parikshit had the entire earth. Parikshit even had some other higher planetary systems. And imagine there is a king who is so good that entire world wants to just come and tell that, please be my king. Other planets also are coming and telling, please be my king also. Yeah. Modern times when you do elections, people get like 50% plus. Matlab hai, baki 50% are not really wanting you to be the king. Right? Hai na? So it's like divided. We are not having a place wherein sabko yahi chahiye. Never. Imagine now not just one country, entire world, not just earth, higher planetary systems also want to come and be under this rule of Parikshit. But then Parikshit in his heart is thinking, I'm just a servant of Krishna. Mera kuch nahi hai. That's the meaning of akiñcana. So Kunti says, Krishna is the property of those who think that they are akiñcana. हमारे पास जो भी है नहीं है doesn't matter. Whatever you have, don't have, doesn't matter. Not feeling entitled and giving everything to Krishna. Krishna, it's all yours. Whatever I have is all yours, Krishna. Unconditionally, Krishna. I don't want to put any conditions that you do this, then I'll give you something. No, Krishna. I'll give you full. Without any plus minus calculation. I'll give you, Krishna. Everything. My whole existence is your, Krishna. This is the meaning of akiñcana. Yeah. Krishna is the property of such kind of people. Krishna is a person who just wants to have a good relationship. Bas utna hi hai. Simplest definition. I just want to have a good love. Yeah. And good love cannot have equations in between. Ki aap ye karo, main ye karunga. That's not love. Never. So Krishna's love has no boundaries. And a person who is surrendered to Krishna, his love or her love is also having no boundaries. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do, Krishna, doesn't matter. I will surrender Krishna. Gandhari comes and curses Krishna. Kunti, who suffered so much, is telling this to Krishna. Gandhari, what was her suffering? Of course, she was blindfolded voluntarily because she wanted to follow her husband. But as such, what is suffering? No suffering. Other than envy, no other suffering. But then at the end of the war, she decided that, no, Krishna, you are the cause. My 100 children are died. They have all now got killed in the battle. You are the reason. I'm going to curse you now. Imagine the mentality. This is the mentality of a conditioned entity. Exactly like all of us. Anything bad happens, first thing we ask Krishna, Krishna, why me? Right? Why me? Kya Bhagwan ho? Why me? Always. When good things happen, we never ask, why me, Krishna? Why not to my neighbor, my colleague? We never ask, why me? We think, no, it's because of me. It's because of me, I got this. Right? All success are because of me. Anything bad happens, why me? Yeah. That's how a conditioned mind works. A liberated mind or a mind which is surrendered to Krishna, it acts other way around. Kunti is telling, I'm grateful to you, Krishna. Whatever suffering you have given, I'm thankful to you. I'm grateful to you. No problem. Give me more. So these prayers are beautiful. They are amazing, extraordinarily good. Please study Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. And these prayers can transform one's life like anything. Just going deep in the prayers and trying to remember and contemplate and live by these and end there. We start on time, end on time, Harshit. Yeah. Because we want to make sure that Harshit is here. Harshit appreciates ending on time. Yes. Chalo, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Anybody want to ask one question? No? No? Chalo Prabhu, at least on time khatam ho gaya. Chhod do abhi.
Actually, Bhagavatam, it's very a story. It's like story, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's easy and to understand.
Sure.
Bhagavad Gita, many difficult or different shlokas come, so
Yeah.
people will have many questions.
Okay. Chalo, no problem. Yes, Ranga.
All these exalted personalities, Bhishma,
Yeah.
even Gandhari, she's a good devotee. They all realize Krishna, but still they are in their own delusion.
Yes.
Why? How is that so?
Because they are in delusion. You told the answer already. A living entity is having a free will. Krishna will never force. Of course, Bhishma is a different character already, altogether. Gandhari is basically, she represents a conditioned living entity. Somebody who is just thinking of her own and never ever taking a stand when there is a need. She could have gone to her kid and could have slapped and controlled from the beginning. She never did that. And let things happen the way it's going on. Then eventually, when something really bad has happened in her own idea, that her children have died, and she thinks it's because of Krishna. It's just a conditioned mind. Kunti is a liberated, she's on a different plane of existence. It doesn't matter. Someone who has given their heart to Krishna, Ranga, it's on a different level. Yeah. It's on a different level. Life is on a different level. Okay.
What is the setting in which this Kunti says all this?
Krishna is just about to leave after the battle from Hastinapura to Dwarka. Krishna had come long ago to make the plan for the battle and arrangements and everything, and then battle is over, and then Krishna is about to leave. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.